What's up, guys? It's Christopher DAV1D on ECF, Aerovapor on YouTube. I could not even begin to tell you how bad things have gone in the last hour and a half that I've tried to make this video. Everything that could has. So, with that said, let me take a vape and I'm going to tell you what we're talking about. So, I had gotten contacted by a rep from Innokin about doing some reviews, and I gladly would like to. So I got 4 devices. This is the first of which I will be reviewing, which is the Leo Pro. Similar, it's kind of like the original Lea and original Leo put together in one to make one kind of badass device, which I'll get to. When you open the kit, you will have an instruction manual that isn't great, but gets the point across of how to use the device. If by looking at the pictures you can't figure it out, then I don't know. So, when you open the kit, you will have one 1000 mAh pass-through battery, a pen-style cap, atomizer, 5 refill cartridges, and chargers. The chargers that come with it are 1 wall wart. I actually really like this. What I don't like about it is the fact that it is not rated at all, so I don't know what the rating is on the charger. So it's the only downside of it. Then it comes with a USB retractable plug for you to use it as a USB pass-through. Once you get the device, it looks like this. This one in particular is a metallic black. It comes in matte black, metallic black, platinum, steel, wine red, glossy white, and that's it. The finish on this one is actually like a circuit board finish. It has these like crazy lines on it like a circuit board would, and it grips really nice because of those lines. If you take the bottom cap off, obviously you'll see your port for charging as a USB pass-through. Now when you plug it in, depending on where your battery level is at, if I plugged it in right now, it would be green. The button would be green, sorry. As you got it fully charged, it will turn off the light altogether. Now as you're vaping, it's going to start with green. Then go to yellow as the battery depletes around 50%. And then before it's time to charge it, you're going to get a red light telling you you need to plug it in to your USB or your wall wart and charge the device. Same when you're charging it. If it's dead, when you plug it in, it's going to go to red. As it gets like a 50% charge, it's going to go to yellow, and then to green, then to off. So, as you can see, it is a pen cap style. One thing I love about this that a lot of the egos with caps I don't like is that this actually lines up, which is a huge pet peeve of mine when the button does not line up with the cap. I don't know why, I hate that. So it lines up, and I don't know, unfortunately I had to use my phone to make this because I am having difficulties with my computer, but probably not going to be able to see. In the inside of this, it is very similar to the Ego T. It has a spike in there. The spike seems to be significantly longer than the Ego T, and I don't know if that's what's causing it to vape better than the results I've gotten from an Ego T. The cartridge looks like this. It fits approximately 1 ml of juice, and this little silicone rubber cap comes off. You fill up with a bottle of e-juice, put the silicone cap back on, and plug it into your device. Take a hit. Now let me demonstrate something. I don't have a lot of juice left in this, but I'll give you a demonstration. The bottom line is I have never once gotten a dry hit from this. Right now I have a 75% VG ratio juice in there, and I literally cannot make it get a dry hit. No matter what I have tried everything. I cannot induce a dry hit out of this. And for me on a tank system, that is unheard of. The Ego T for me was a complete fail. I could never get it to wick right. It was inconsistent, didn't have throat hit. Some people love it. I hated it. However, if you do love the Ego T, then this is a must of an upgrade because this thing performs like a champ. The last 2 days, I have used nothing but this system for testing, and it's more than satisfied my vaping needs. While the throat hit is going to be slightly muted from like a 2 ohm boge cartomizer, you're still getting plenty of throat hit to satisfy your need. The flavor is incredible. The vapor is great. The atomizer comes in at 2.1 ohms. While I have never had a dry hit, I have also never had it leak on me. Whatever they did, they seem to have done it perfectly with this system because I have never been able to use a tank system and be satisfied. Now, if you take the atomizer off, you can see this is a native 510 connection. So if you have boge cartos, smoke tech cartos, dual coil cartos, whatever you will, you can throw them on here and vape them. So as you can see, it works with any 510 connection. So far, I haven't had anything that did not work in here. So if for whatever reason you hit a point where you just don't feel like using the tank system right now, you can easily hook up any cartomizer to it and it will work perfectly. The price point on this, while it is not for sale yet, I've seen the pre-sale deal like kind of thing on certain sites, and if you Google it, the Leo Pro, Innokin Leo Pro, you'll be able to find it on sites. One site I saw for $59.99, the other one was $64.99, so they are coming out very soon. It has not been released yet, but will be around the $60 price point. With that, you get a 1000 mAh battery, an atomizer, the pen style cap, the 2 chargers, and 5 tanks with it. It's one of them things where every time I take a hit, I find myself like surprised at how well it's working. The button is a pretty clicky button. It does have this metal ring around it that I don't know why it's necessary, but it doesn't really obstruct you from hitting the button, so it hasn't bothered me. It does have, as you can see, 3-click off and on. I'm just in utter shock the fact that I cannot make this thing give me a dry hit. I've never had a tank where I can vape back to back to back to back to back. I would empty the tank out from vaping before I got a dry hit. That's literally the only way I could figure getting a dry hit. And I have used really thick juices in here and I get the same effect. It vapes excellent. Now, if you're expecting a boge 2 ohm vape as far as a warm vape, that's not what you're going to get. It's a much cooler vape. It's not hot on your tongue or in your mouth. It's not hot vapor. It's much cooler, but yet you still get a lot of vapor, a lot of flavor, and a good throat hit. You know, one thing that I have to say about the Innokin products that I've noticed is their packaging. For instance, the Leah Cross has this beautiful suede box that has slots in it for, I think it comes with 5 cartos. Like, their boxing and their presentation is perfect for a gift. This device and the Leah Cross and the other devices is really a perfect device for a gift. Now, if you only like that boge hot vape that like blasts your head off, you put it up to 2.5 ohms on a low resistance carto, and that's all you like, then you're not going to like this. However, if you like tank systems, or you're on the fence because you've heard that tank systems don't work well, then I would absolutely recommend you trying this, and I think that you would be pleasantly surprised with how well it actually vapes. It lasts me with this atomizer around 11 or so hours. You know, I charge it at night, I wake up in the morning, bring it to work with me. By the time I get home, it's still got a great charge on it. I go to bed, plug it in. So it's lasting upward of 12 hours with this. I tested it with just low resistance boges, and I got slightly decreased to around 9 hours of vape time on it, but still more than enough to get you through the day. You know, sometimes we get so hooked on these big honking mods that are look like personal devices that it's a refreshing it's just refreshing to use something that's not this huge big battery mod, but that also will give you a satisfying vape. For me, this has been a win. It's the only tank system I've tried yet that works. I have tried the Ego C, and while it worked better than the Ego T, I was having leaking issues. So this, I have not had any leaking issues at all. It has just performed as listed. It has performed excellent. So I would definitely recommend this for new vapors, absolutely. People who want to get into vaping, I think this would be a great kit because it's a battery that will last them all day until they charge it at night. Each of the tanks lasts me around 2 to 2.5 hours of fill, which isn't a big deal. You just, like I said before, pop the tank off, pull the silicone piece off, and fill it up. Really not hard to do. 2 seconds. So you get about 2.5 hours out of a tank full. So for a new vapor, to me, this is perfect. I wish I had found this when I started vaping instead of getting that piece of shit Nuvo Sig that I got from a mall kiosk, because it really is satisfying and it really works well. So that's all I got. Stay tuned for more more Innokin product reviews. They got some great devices coming out that I'm going to be reviewing coming up. So go check them out at Innokin.com and go Google the Leo Pro, and you'll see the sites that have them coming out soon for you to go and purchase. Till then, I'm Christopher DAV1D on ACF, Aerovapor on YouTube. Hit me up with any questions, comments, subscribe. I recently did a video for a subscriber that they asked me to do all about cartos, so if you guys have any requests of videos you want done, please don't feel shy to tell me. Tell me and I will get it done as soon as possible. The reason I'm here is for you. It's not for free juice or for free products. 90% of the stuff I get, I buy. So I really do this as a service to kind of help people figure out what would be best for them, what juices, what device, what fits them the best. So if you have any requests or anything that you would like reviewed, please let me know and I will do my best to get my hands on it for you guys. Until next time, I'll see you guys on the forum. Died on me.
Put the pill away.
So,
Put the pill away.
just producing really well, to the point where every time I take a hit, I'm expecting not to be satisfied because it's the fat
Put the pill.
for the start.
No vaping in this house. No smoking in this house. I'm going night-night.
Okay. All wart. Shit.
No, what?
Sorry.